Ace James. I'm in a smoke session with Squirrel. You already know what's up.
Man, it's your boy Danny, that guy. This smoke session with Squirrel. You know what's going on, man.
Rewind it a little bit and play it again, you know what I mean? While we in this smoke session with Squirrel.
Okay. And it's your boy Squirrel. Who we got today with me?
Big old kid, man, RBPs and that type of shit.
Smoke session with Squirrel.
Hey, smoke section with Squirrel. Have some throat sex with your girl, motherfucker.
Yeah, go follow Smoke Session with
Go
Squirrel.
follow that page right now. Yeah.
Blow a cutie or some marshmallow, shot on apple sky. It's Smoke Session with Squirrel. I'm about to take off, smoking on some tropical runts. It blow your face off.
Yeah, man. You up there in Michigan, ain't it?
Hell yeah, cold as hell.
Where you at, Lansing?
I'm in Kalamazoo.
Okay, Zoo.
Hell
Where
yeah.
was that? Where was that? They had that shooting not too long ago.
Lansing.
Dang, that's where the university at.
Yep.
Shit, I've been Cremfluenced so much by these podcasts. I'm finna try to set up a little couple minutes with Crem podcast, and everybody been telling me that Rodecaster the way to go. So you get a couple Rode mics, couple pairs of headphones, and this one interface. And that interface got everything from, it's got like 4 XLR inputs, buku sound bites. You could get somebody over the phone. That bitch hard. It's like Drink Champs use that bitch. Wallow and Gilly, they use that bitch. A lot of people using that bitch now.
Remember?
It's episode 108, Smoke Session with
It's your boy R.O.B. Who we got in the building today?
Wine, what's up, man? Creme de la Cremro Smith, Florida water in that bitch.
Florida. Hey, I got some family in Florida, man. Hey, let the people know a little bit about yourself while you here today, and you know what I'm saying, why you on the show.
Yeah, man. Well, I got the invitation from Squirrel, man. He a long time homie. I think originally I met him when I was on tour with Stack and Jelly back in 2014. They were moving and grooving. And I got a text the other day from him on the IG saying we need a little field slot. So I'm blessed to be breathing. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Glad to have you. Shit, so you rapping and shit, right? What you do?
Yeah, man. I got about 4 jobs, one is number 1, staying alive.
No, and, damn, for real.
Yeah, number 2, I'm a father and a caregiver. 3, singer, songwriter, merchandise developer, business owner. I do a little bit of cooking. I still work in the corporate world, but my passion is the music for sure. Yeah.
You say you can cook. That boy gonna burn something.
Yeah, I see you doing that chef shit. You was cooking up some shit. What all kind of cooking you do?
Yeah, man. Well, I originally started cooking when I was locked up. This was about 10 years ago. So when I got out, that was the number 1 trade that I knew. And I've cooked for anywhere from food trucks to fine dining to, hotels, resorts. But right now I've been working at Marriott for a while, so I still work with Marriott. And then every now and again, somebody will book me to come to their party or reception or wedding, something like that, and whip something up for them.
So what's your best dish?
Man, I've been on this black and salmon lately, bro. I do like a little roster pasta. We do like a black and salmon Alfredo with some chimichurri shrimp. Do some cherry tomatoes and it really just depends on what you like. But sometimes we'll do some asparagus tips and cherry tomatoes in the pasta. But that blackened shrimp and that blackened salmon, man, I'm on point with that.
Yeah, you said blackened. I ain't had no blackened salmon yet.
I know that salmon bad.
That's that fire, man.
So
you know what blackened seasoning is?
No, I just be seeing that shit, bro. I just be seeing it everywhere. I want to try that shit.
So you can make it yourself, bro. So ultimately, man, you get you some smoked paprika, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some black pepper, some white pepper, and ultimately, mix that together, a little bit of cumin, and it's gonna come out in kind of a red color, a dark red color. you know, you see it a lot. People sometimes say Cajun seasoning, but blackened
Oh,
seasoning
okay,
is
so it's the
different.
same shit.
Well, it's a little different. You know, sometimes Cajun seasoning got salt. The blackened seasoning, if you do it right, you don't need the salt. You heard me?
Got you. We gonna make us some blackened seasoning.
So,
They gave me the keys.
let the people know where at in Florida you from and how it's like Florida doing music.
Okay. So I'm originally from Pensacola, Florida. That's in the Panhandle. Um, you know, a lot of times when people think of Florida, they think of Miami, Jacksonville, Orlando. So, like for instance, like if Florida shaped like this, you know, a lot of people think about these down here, but I'm from up here, in the barrel of the gun. You know what I'm saying? So, but to answer your question, man, the Panhandle it's a lot different than Central and South Florida. But I'm from Pensacola, but I've been living down in Orlando and Kissimmee for like the last 11 years. But I still travel back and forth. So really, I'm trying to lock down the whole state. You know.
See, is it hot in that part of Florida? Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really down. You know what I'm saying? Is it still the same type of temperature and shit?
Well, you know, in the Panhandle, you closer to Alabama, Louisiana, so we a little cooler, but it's still Florida, so you still gonna have to beat the heat.
Okay, got you. So, shit, how long you been doing music and shit?
Oh shit, I'm 35. I've been rapping since 14, so a good 20 years.
Damn, you got into that shit when you was 14?
Yeah, man, I recorded my first cassette tape at 14.
Cassette tape. That's crazy. How is that process of recording on a cassette tape to how it is now? Like
Oh
is it a
man.
different process?
Oh, absolutely, bro. We had the PlayStation 1 hooked to a karaoke machine. We had a small little microphone with a Pop-Tart box. We literally took a Pop-Tart box, you know, opened both ends of the box, put the microphone in that bitch, took some pantyhose and put it over the top of the box for the pop filter. We ran the microphone to the karaoke machine, and then we ran the PlayStation to the TV, and we would put the CD or the MPC. We had an MPC too, but my partner, y'all remember Napster?
Yep.
My partner had Napster, so he had all the instrumentals and shit. So we would put the CD and the instrumentals in the PlayStation, cut on the karaoke machine, hook up the stereo, and then put the blank cassette in that bitch, and then just go to recording, bro.
That's crazy.
That's innovative. You know, that's crazy. Like 14-year-olds, kids come up with the craziest shit to get something done, man. I don't think I would have ever thought of that as an adult.
Well, look at the 14-year-olds now, though.
Yeah. They crazy.
They making beats on their phone. They recording on their phone. This shit crazy, bro.
And some of that shit be sounding A1 off the phone. That's insane. That's what I don't be getting.
Yes.
A1.
Good shit off the phone.
Yeah, real. That shit is insane. So with that first cassette tape, was it like just for like fun and games, or was that something that y'all was taking like serious at that time?
Well, it's crazy. You know, I was probably the most serious out the group. We had a little group called Primetime Jits. And it was my dog, my brother, Long Live Leonard. He was from Marrero from New Orleans. I had my dog, Brock. He was from Brownsville in Pensacola. And, you know, I was from the Panhandle, too. So, you know, I was taking it real serious, man. I took the cassette tape to school. I was passing that bitch around, bro. And people were like, damn, you really spitting. We weren't mixing shit enough. We were just stacking vocals like a fucking Lego truck, man. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That shit's still crazy. Y'all did that shit out your crib. See, like our first little shit, we actually had like a little studio setup. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing. We had like a what's them little things where you tap and you make the beats? What's them little things called?
Beat machine?
Them MP4s?
MPC.
Yeah, we had those little joints, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't know what the fuck we was doing. We was just fucking around, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I seen you with that lighter and shit. What was on that lighter, bro? You was holding up.
Shit, that's that Cremro Smith lighter. You feel me?
We need to get some
merchandise has been really, really good to me, man. I learned that kind of like I was in college when I was touring with Jelly and Stack, things like that. So merchandise has been great to me, man. It's one of my 3 sources of income when it comes to the music. But lighters, koozies, hats, hoodies, pins, air fresheners, joggers, you know, anything you can think to brand yourself and put your name on. You know, I've tried my best to develop that and construct that to bring to my showcases. And I've even gone as far as going to other businesses and help them get their merchandise going. You know,
Like, with you doing that shit on tour with Jelly, or seeing it on tour with Jelly, how important is it for an artist to have merch?
man, important is an understatement, bro. You know, important is an understatement. You gotta have merchandise. We gotta remember, man, people learn one of three ways, right? They learn either audio, either video, or kinesthetic, which is by touch. And so when people go to a showcase, they want to hear you, they want to see you, but they also want to feel you physically. And if you give them a merchandise item, which whether it be a cassette tape, a CD, an air freshener, a t-shirt, hoodie, they can always touch that and keep your memory and your showcase in their mind and their remembrance. So, you know, I say, man, if you're any type of artist, any type of business, you be a fool. You're doing yourself a disservice not to have merchandise.
Okay, so let's talk to the people about that. Is it an art of selling the merchandise after you got it? You know what I'm saying? I know some people who got like a lot of shit and then they just stuck on all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So is it a science on selling the merch after you get it? Like, how do you get somebody to buy your lighter?
Man, I think it's either in you or, you know, it's in you, bro. It's not really on you as far as being a salesperson. So if there's artists that have a gang of merch or buku merch and they're not selling it, I would say they need to hire somebody to market the merchandise. So it's never been an issue for me to sell it. You know, I mean, it damn near sell itself, bro. Especially if you have good art, you know, good performance or good music. You know.
So boom. So you think most of the sales and shit and shows come after you hit the stage or before you hit the stage?
That's a good question, man. If they know who you are and you're the headline, it'll probably be like 30% before and during the show, 70% after. But if you're a local supporter, opening act Jack, you as soon as you finish with your set, you gotta instruct these individuals to meet you at the merchandise table to take a picture, hug their neck, sign whatever, and then that's where they can engage. You feel me? And purchase some.
I see that. Like,
here.
when a lot of people invite their fans, like, hey, meet me back at the merch table. I'm going to do autographs, take pictures. They come back there after they see you showing love, they going to show love, especially if you killed the stage. They coming back to show mad love, buy merch. They want a picture. They going to add you. Now you got new fans.
So you seen that shit firsthand, Squirrel?
For sure.
Oh, yeah, Squirrel was out there.
It happened all the time. That's how a lot of the artists build such a big fan base, is because once they leave the stage, they connect with the fans. You know what I'm saying? You can't just kill the stage and leave. Like, when you connect with the fans want to be a part of what you got going on. So they're going to buy the merch. They're going to rock with you.
Yeah, that's kind of dope. I ain't never really thought about it like that. I thought about putting shit at the table and just, you know what I'm saying, let the table sell itself. I never really thought about directing motherfuckers to the table. And,
yeah, man. I mean, no, bro, like, you got to introduce yourself, man. I'm just that type of kid, though. You know, I used to be somewhat of a recluse, but if you want to get your brand out there, who gonna sell it better than you? You know, I can understand if you're Future or you're, you know, like, let's say Doobie. Like, at one point in time, Doobie was walking around like, yo, what's up, man? I'm Doobie, man. Check out my Junkie mixtape. Now you might not see Doobie until he come out the green room and hit the stage. But every local opener, let's say, if Cremro opening for Doobie, you know, while Doobie's performing, I'm sitting at the table or in between the other acts. I'm walking up to people. Hey, what's happening, man? How you doing? Whoop de whoop.
Interact.
Come check out my table. Like, that's just how I am.
Whether it was local or big artists, like, what were some of the musical influences for you with the rapping shit?
Local, I would say Boneface. He like the greatest, one of the greatest rappers to me in the world. He from Pensacola, Florida. He also a, you know, award-winning tattoo artist, but I would say Boneface, Remy Red, OG Third Degree, you know, from Pensacola, from my city. And then major to me was, you know, Hot Boys Get It How You Live album.
Hot Boys, that's my shit.
You know, I would say Trick Daddy, Thug.com, based on a true story album. 8 Ball MJG, coming out hard. You know, 8 Ball Lost, double disc. UGK, Riding Dirty. You know, shit, Haystack.
Really
Haystack.
From the fucking South. He really from the South.
Really?
Yeah. I'm Dirty Boys. You know, yeah. I'm really from down here, bro.
Music up here, like we don't. I mean, we hear 8 Ball. You know what I'm saying? We hear them niggas, but you got to be really moving down there for us to even hear you up here. You know what I'm saying? To even get on our radar. And it's kind of dope for you to be named like you named Trick Daddy. Motherfuckers have never named Trick
I
Daddy.
fuck with Trick.
Yeah, I do too. But I'm just saying, niggas
Well,
don't
you know,
never.
let me say this, bro. You know, I give Dayton family. I don't know where exactly in Michigan y'all from, but I would say the same for down here. Like I give, you know, Dayton family. I used to listen to the FBI record, Flint Town. You know, like we heard a little bit of that when we was young, but other than that,
Hey,
we really don't hear much Michigan shit. You feel me? Like until somebody come to you and you popping like that. Like,
And it's crazy.
I
And
know.
it's
Yeah,
crazy
I
to have
know.
that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that's how music worked though. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might be it'd be a gym somewhere and you can't even get to him because of the region. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Miss out on a lot of shit that way, man. It's crazy.
Really.
There got to be something to bring that gap.
Right.
That gap, you know what I'm saying? To bring everything together, not necessarily super mainstream artists, but niggas who got that heat, you know what I'm saying? Bringing everything together.
Yeah,
so
we listening to that kid Peasy from up there. I know he got to deal with
Oh, you
Empire. I
fuck with
like what he
Peasy?
got going. Yeah, he
Yeah,
dope.
Peasy go nuts.
Real quick, the other fella, the little fella who got signed to CMG, he go hard too. He did a song with my dog House.
42 Doug.
Yeah, dog, he go hard.
Yeah, Doug straight. Doug got signed out of nowhere too. That shit was crazy. I wasn't expecting him to be the one that got signed.
hell yeah.
You know
Is
what
it
I'm
true
saying?
that Gotti booked him and everybody was singing his music? That's why Gotti signed him? That's what I heard. Booked him like a
I probably played 142 Doug song. Niggas up here, niggas that we bang from Michigan, Sada Baby, T Grizzly,
Grizzly.
Peasy. This is a dude named Skilla Baby they fuck with. I mean, you will hear Doug name, but you
Jay.
don't really hear. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like for him to be with Gotti. You know what I'm saying?
From UPS while y'all was on the phone.
And that's that promo shit we was talking about. What was that song you dropped that really got the attention of the people in your city?
It's called Cola, COLA. I just dropped it last year. I mean, I've been had
Yeah.
a buzz, like a little baby buzz in the city from where I'm from, but I was the young cat, you know. So when I moved to Orlando, that's why I moved to Orlando. I had a little juice in Pensacola, so I moved to the O because that was a bigger city I could learn from. You know, that's like going from, I don't know a good Michigan analogy, but maybe like going from like Troy to Detroit or some shit, or like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like. But yeah, I just dropped Cola last year in the video, just this past December, man. It's the most successful video I've been had, bro. I'm proud of that.
What's crazy is you said you just dropped that. You've been doing music for years. Like I said, you was on tour doing tour shit. In 2014.
Yeah, man. It's difficult to
Yeah, you should
get
tour with
love in
Jelly and
Pensacola,
shit.
bro. You know, it's difficult to really get love like that. Like, you know, when you really stamp, you're stamped. But it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of adversity you have to overcome. Especially if you know, Latino or you're a white boy or something like that, it's difficult, bro. So to be where I'm at, I've been blessed, man. I've been putting in work a long time.
You Latino, ain't you?
Sí. Mi familia es mexicano.
So how did you? They got to
I
talking that
mean,
shit. How you link with Jelly and all that type of shit to go on tour and shit?
Man, I met Jelly through Haystack. Haystack drafted me in 2014. I did 180 shows in 1 year.
shout out Haystack.
Through them, or you did 180 shows by yourself?
Nah, opening for Jelly and Stack and White and stuff like that. And that was just 1 year though. That's when I got a deal with a little label that was managing Stack at the time. Yeah, that's how I met Jelly.
Sure.
So let me ask you this: it's a lot of people that's around here that think being on tour is where is that? Like, do you get paid for shows, or that's all merch, or like how does that work being on tour opening for somebody?
Man, it's all about relationships, brother. You know, it's all about relationships.
Okay, so it depends on whatever y'all coming with. Okay.
Man, you know, if you have, you know, if you know a venue owner or if you had a little juice around the country, like I still use some of the same promoters I met from Jelly and Stack in 2014. They still help feed my family to this day, and that was 10 years ago.
Facts.
So, but if you're an independent artist, I would suggest go find a venue, see if you can meet the owner, find the manager, find the sound guy, introduce yourself, show them your art, set up a show, charge $10, $15 a ticket, sell some opening slots, maybe bring a headliner, co-headliner, and build a relationship. If you do that 50 times, man, you'll have something special.
And that's how you start your own tour.
Yeah, that's how I do personally. I have a lot of relationships for years, bro. These are
That's
friends.
crazy.
But if you just starting from scratch and you trying to start a little tour, you got to put the footwork in. Nowadays, you got the internet. I mean, heavy internet. You feel me? Like 10, 12 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, you had to go really walk to the venue, meet the DJ. This internet shit got people really balling, really. People doing shows overseas. My brother Kasky right now, I seen y'all interview Kasky. My brother Kasky just landed in Christchurch, New Zealand today to do a show.
That's crazy.
He from Florida, bro. You feel me? So
that's crazy. New Zealand. How did that even happen?
I mean, look at our brother Ritz, man. He one of to this day, probably my second favorite rapper of all time, but to this day, my favorite rapper.
Ritz from so is Kasky.
And that's the homie. But I say, look at him. He been to Prague. He been to Switzerland, New Zealand. So, the music will get you there, especially if you got a machine behind you or some money. Oh, you out of here if you're that good.
Yeah, Ritz a motherfucker. I had a pleasure seeing him live, and it was crazy just seeing him put them words together like that. You know what I'm saying? Cool cat. That's a cool cat.
You take the machine to get on and get to where you need to be?
You said, does it take that?
Yeah, does it?
Nah, just take a bag, bro. A bag and a good team.
Get out there and put that work in and make it happen. So what you think your next kind of, what's your next steps? What's your next goals with music?
That's a good question. So this year I'm dropping Cremro and Friends 3. It's a collaborative tape that I put together every few years. Every song has a feature on it.
Every song. That's
I'm
dope.
also
How many tracks you gonna drop?
Yeah, I'm also, the last one had Jealous, Stack, White, a lot of folk. Matter of fact, it helped the brand, but dropping Cremro and Friends 3, and then I'm dropping a tape called Promotions at the end of the year. And I got a show on the 3rd of this month, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. This month, March 3rd, Friday in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. March 17th in Kansas City, Missouri at Club Climax on Indiana Avenue. And March 18th, Topeka, Kansas at the Booby Trap. That's on a Friday and Saturday. So if you're in that area, come see us and come hang out, man.
That's a tour right there, nigga. Shit.
Hell, fuck yeah. They just ain't gonna sit.
Nah, man. That's what we call the weekend warrior. To me, and I know it's kind of like minor league ball, major ball, but if you have good music, man, and people enjoy it, you can travel, and like our relationship. If y'all in Florida, y'all gonna tap in. If I'm up there, I'm gonna tap in.
Yeah, like go, man. You can go places. You don't have to just be in Michigan, bro.
Bro, my OG told me I wanted to move away. He was like, man, you don't have to move. You just gotta travel, and you can have a good home base. But if you travel the right way, build relationships, you and this relationship can help each other the rest of your life, you know what I mean? And your kids' lives and their kids,
That's real shit. You have some wise people. You have some wise people in your corner.
But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all reaching out and allowing me to come on here and smoke for a second and talk, man. But we're gonna get together in person soon, even if it's for a weekend.
Hell yeah.
Been a long time too.
Yeah, man, come down here and make a few days of it. Do a show. Let me come up there and make a few days of it. Do a show. Even if it's a door split, we sell some opening slots or we give them away to do a great show. I'm down to work, man. And I put on my show's gotten good over the last 10 years. I've been studying people like Kasky, Ritz, Doobie, you know, a lot of folk, Jelly, Stack, you know, these guys are major now, bro. We used to get, you know, Jelly just used to let me sleep in his van type shit. Like Jelly really got it out the mud. Casket really got it out the mud. Ritz really got it out the mud, bro.
Doobie and them, all they got out the for real.
And all of them,
Oh,
shout out
yeah.
to Crash. Man, we was see that's how that worked, bro. I was opening for Stack and Doobie was opening for Jelly. And Highlight was that Jelly's DJ. So when I met Jelly, that's everyone I met was Crash, Scoonchy, Doobie, Big Mike. Like Big Mike was like my motherfucking dog, bro. Like he
Hey,
met my daddy. He met my daddy and everything, man. Like Big Mike was my
that,
he was one of the closest ones I was with.
that's the same circle, man. Like it's so crazy. Like uh, might have been some of the same tours. Jelly was on tour, Kane. Then Highlight was Jelly DJ. So Highlight was like, "This is my new artist, Doobie." And that Crash, Mike, Gucci, Vaughn, everybody, man. Like that's just the fam. And then seeing Kasky do the same thing, man. Like seeing him elevate. Jelly is now he #1 on Billboard. Like that shit crazy.
It's amazing, but just like your bro said, music will do that. Like with the right fan base, the right work, if it's
Yeah.
factual rhythm, you put
And
in
hard,
the work for real, it's authentic, you'll be out of here.
and hard work, man. Like everybody, I see. Like that's why I hit you. Like you've been grinding for a long time, and I had to show the love. Like I had to get you on.
Thank you, bro.
You really been
I
grinding.
stood up for a second.
Are you good? They can find you at all your years in your music.
Bro, Cremro.com. We got to remember this part. Hold on, I got to grab somebody to Cree Hunter. You got to remember this part. I'm the only Cremro in the world. So I'm like impossible not to find.
Type it in. You gonna pop
You
up.
know, you just type in Cremro Smith or you go to www.cremro.com and it's going to give you what you need to know. And Instagram is Cremro Smith, Twitter Cremro, Facebook Cremro Smith. But Cremro.com is the place to go. Subscribe to that, watch videos, order merchandise, listen to music. It's the hangout. You know what I mean?
What's up,
Oh
man?
yeah.
Appreciate you.
Likewise, G. Man, much love.
Hey, shout out our
Shout-
sponsor, Mint Cannabis. Shout out 8 Mile Vodka. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Smoke Session with Squirrel. Hey man, we definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you tapping in.
1,000 Squirrel. Hey, bro, and what you go by, man?
ROB.
I'll be, man. Pleasure talking to you too, Squirrel. I appreciate you, dogs. Nothing but love, man. God bless y'all, brothers.
Man.